Hi, this is Nathan Gilbert with Meridian Financial Partners, and welcome to today's Meridian Market Minute. Today I wanted to talk about a question we get a lot in our business, and that is, should I pay off my mortgage? And I think a lot of that question has to do with a psychological want to get out of debt, or just know that if something goes haywire in your life, you're at least going to have your house. And if you have, I would call a mortgage rate a smart debt. So if you have a mortgage that's a 30-year fixed rate, and you can comfortably afford the payment, I think that's smart debt. And the reason I say that is because typically paying off that mortgage might mean paying off an interest rate of about 4% with money that you could otherwise earn more than 4% on average over time. Now, obviously, I'm somewhat biased here as an investment manager, but if you're going to give any amount of money 30 years, I would argue that a reasonable investment strategy would net you more than well over 4% a year in returns on average. So when you're considering that question of whether to pay off your mortgage, the first thing to look at is what's your mortgage interest rate? And if it's higher than 4% right now, one thing to consider is a refinance. Rates are still historically low, and looking at refinancing a mortgage might be a very good idea. But the second thing to look at is comparing what you think you can earn on your investments with that money that you'd be using to pay off your mortgage. And I would argue that if you have a reasonable time frame, keeping that money invested in something prudent versus paying off the mortgage is often a better idea. Down the road, you can still pay off the mortgage and you still have liquidity, or in other words, access to money if there are some unexpected expenses. So that's it for this week. And I think the question for the cocktail party this weekend is, what's your mortgage interest rate? Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next week.